Hi there and welcome to our next video on a continuation of the exam questions on Module 3 Infection and Response. So our first question states, white blood cells are part of the immune system. Use the correct answer from the box to complete each sentence. So we have antibiotics, antibodies, pathogens and vaccines. When we are ill, white blood cells produce what to kill the microorganisms? And the correct answer to this is antibodies. Okay, so antibodies are produced in order to kill those microorganisms which enter the body, and that will get you 1 mark. Okay, drugs are trialed to check the side effects on people. Give one other reasons why drugs are trialed. So there are 3 possible reasons. One, to check the side effects. Another one could be to check the efficacy. Another one could be used to check if it's safe for people. um yeah, so you could have had check the efficacy and see if it actually does what we want the drug to do, and if it's safe for people to have. Okay, and that will get you 1 mark for either of those. Okay, next question now. What is a pathogen? Simple, easy, one more question. A pathogen is a microorganism which causes disease. Okay, and that will get you 1 mark. Bacteria may become resistant to antibiotics. How can doctors reduce the number of bacteria that become resistant to antibiotics? Well, they could prescribe antibiotics for only serious reasons. So prescribe antibiotics for serious reasons only. And you could have also said, so the antibiotics don't mutate and become resistant to the bacteria. So they could prescribe another drug which could fight off that infection better than antibiotics. So they could prescribe painkillers, for example, to relieve the pain. Okay, so just so the bacteria can't mutate and form and become resistant. So the bacteria cannot mutate and become resistant. Okay, and that will get you 2 marks. Okay, next question. New drugs must be tested and trialed before being used. New drugs are tested in a laboratory before they are trialed on people. What are new drugs tested on in a laboratory? So this could be cells or tissues. Okay, and that will get you 1 mark. Why is it important that drugs are trialed before doctors give them to patients? And you can tick 2 boxes there. Number 1 is to check if the drug actually works, and the next one is to find the best dose to use for the drug, and that will get you 2 marks. In a double-blind trial, only some people know which patients have been given the drug. Who knows which patients have been given the drugs? The patient and the doctor, only the doctor, only scientists at the drug company, and that's the last one. Only the scientists at the drug company, and that's also worth 1 mark. Okay, what does a vaccine contain? It contains the dead or weakened form of the pathogen, and that will get you 1 mark. Explain how vaccination prevents infection. Well, vaccination, it's worth 3 marks. So first of all, it contains the dead slash weakened forms of the pathogen. This stimulates the white blood cells to produce antibodies. So it will stimulate them to produce antibodies, and the antibodies will be stored as memory cells. So stored as memory cells in case the pathogen enters the body again. Okay, and that will get you 3 marks for those 3 points there. Antibiotics can only be used to treat some infections. Explain why antibiotics cannot be used to treat measles. And it's worth 2 marks. So measles is a virus. Viruses live inside of cells, and because they live inside of cells, using antibiotics could kill the virus, but it could also harm the cell. So using antibiotics could also harm the cell. Okay, and that's worth 2 marks. Okay, why do antibiotics become less useful at treating an infection if the antibiotic is overused? The bacteria will become resistant, will mutate and become resistant. Okay, and that will get you 1 mark. Viruses and bacteria cause diseases in humans. Draw a ring around the correct word to complete the sentence. Organisms that cause disease are called what? Well, those are called pathogens for 1 mark. In August 2011, the United Nations gave a warning that there was a new strain of the bird flu in China. Bird flu may kill humans. The new strain of the bird flu virus could cause a pandemic very quickly. What is a pandemic? So, a pandemic is a disease affecting people in many countries. An epidemic is a disease affecting people over one country. Okay, so that will get you 1 mark. Okay, the swine flu is carried by pigs. The bird flu is likely to spread much more quickly than the swine flu virus. Suggests why? Because birds fly, the vector is much faster. The vector is much faster over a large distance. Okay, and that will get you 1 mark. The notice is from a doctor's surgery. Unfortunately, antibiotics will not get rid of your flu. Why will antibiotics not get rid of the flu? Well, the flu is a virus, and it's only 1 mark, so you just need to say the flu is a virus. Okay, for 1 mark. The symptoms of flu include a sore throat and aching muscles. What would a doctor give to a patient to relieve the symptoms of flu? The clue is in the question: relieve, painkiller. Painkillers to relieve the symptoms for 1 mark. It is important that antibiotics are not overused. Explain why. And this is our final question. Use the words from the box to complete the sentence. Overuse of antibiotics might speed up the development of what strains of what? The correct answer is resistant strains of bacteria. Okay, that will get you 2 marks. And that is it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. And one last thing, please subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell.